said, mock them. Mock them. He told thousands of people that, mock them. So I was at a University of Florida and they asked me, what do you think? I said, I think I would encourage him to do that. And I would suggest he start in Saudi Arabia. The good news for him is you only need a one-way ticket. Won't need to get back. Daniel Dennett talking about the prestigious Alvin Plantinga. What did Dennett say? Dennett say about Plantinga? He said, logical belief but preposterous. You know, this kind of thing. This kind of critique is what they hear at universities. I want to just give you two quotes that speak to me a lot about what you really learn at the feet of many renowned professors here. Aldous Huxley, writing in the 1940s in Ends and Means, at page 270 of that book, he says this: I had motives for not wanting this world to have a meaning. Consequently, I assumed that it had none, and was able without any difficulty to find satisfying reasons for this assumption. The philosopher who finds no meaning in the world is not concerned exclusively with the problem in pure metaphysics. He is also concerned to prove that there is no valid reason why he personally should not do as he wants to, or why his friends should not seize political power and govern in the way that they find most advantageous to themselves. For myself, the philosophy of meaninglessness was essentially a philosophy, an instrument of liberation, sexual and political. Let me repeat that last line. For myself, the philosophy of meaninglessness was essentially an instrument of liberation, sexual and political. You have it stated clearly out there that they have already determined what kind of conclusion they want to come to. And so the academic exercise is somehow finding some justification for why meaninglessness ought to be their option, and they find meaning in that. I had a few hours with Malcolm Muggeridge before he died. One of my great heroes. Muggeridge's own conversion, as you know, took place in a remarkable way, and he lived as a hedonist and as an attacker of anything sacred till he became a follower of Christ. And I talked to him about that. Brilliant discussion with him as I bid him goodbye. A few weeks later, he was gone. He left the University of Edinburgh when he saw the changes taking place in the 60s towards a sensually driven ethic encouraged by the campus. This is in the 1960s. So at St. Giles in Scotland, he resigned his position as chaplain, and in his closing paragraph made this comment. Listen. So dear Edinburgh students, this is likely to be the last time I address you. And this is what I want to say to you. And I don't really care whether it means anything to you or not, whether you think there is anything in it or not. I want you to believe that this row I have had with your elected officers has nothing to do with any puritanical attitudes on my part. I have no belief in abstinence for abstinence's own sake. No wish under any circumstances to check any fulfillment of your life and being. But I do have to say to you this, that whatever life is or is not about, it is not to be expressed in terms of drug stupefaction and casual sexual relations. However else we may venture forth into the unknown, it is not, I assure